discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out here in the airgun bunker and I have been slowly recovering from a leg injury from about a month ago. I've been getting pretty stir crazy because I haven't been able to get out in the field. Poor Marley has been sitting around. I've been trying to keep her busy and in shape, but you know, there's only so much I can do. Being stir crazy, I decided to come out here in the bunker and pull out my Western Airguns Sidewinder in 22 caliber. You guys have probably seen this in a lot of my videos. I got a new scope for it, which I'll show you, and I've got to do a little bit of adjustment, and so I figured I'd bring you guys along for that. So if you guys are not familiar with the Western Airguns Sidewinder line of rifles, these are available from 22 up through 30 caliber, and these produce a tremendous amount of power. They are hammerless. And the beauty of that is they produce so much power and they're so easy to adjust. Really the benefits to this is it does have the removable magazine in 22 caliber. This holds 15 shots. I can use pellets, I can use slugs. This has a 23-inch TGA Enterprises barrel, which is a 1 in 26 twist rate. Which from my experience is really a good balance for both pellets and slugs. I've had really good results from both. And it really comes down to the ease of use. You know, I don't have any of that happy horse shit tuning stuff. I don't have to mess with the rag. I can keep this at 150 bar. And I can use the power wheel back here. And it takes me literally less than 30 seconds to adjust this gun. So if you've got a little bit of time, you want to sit there with a chronograph, you want to do some accuracy testing with a pellet or a slug, you're easily able to go up and down with your speed and really find something that works well for you. And so I like it in 22. I think this is really the hot ticket if you guys are looking for something for serious pest control. It's going to work in a variety of situations for longer range. Or some of the shorter range stuff that we do. For scopes, I've got the CV Life Eagle Feather 16x24. I like this because I'm able to mount it quite a bit forward because we are going to be using a clip-on night vision, which you can see here. You know, once I have it mounted, it does take up quite a bit of the eye relief. This is the OneLeaf NV100. I've had this for quite a while. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I actually have two. And one of them, you know, I mount to my scope, and the other one that I have, I use as a handheld spotting type device, which is really helpful. And so I look forward to getting this on here and we'll see how it works. I have a lot of experience using this and getting it mounted and setting it up. And I do have a review of this on the channel. But it's really easy. It just slides over and you can tighten this down. I'm going to have to align it, but once this is, you know, tightened down, it's set up, it's pretty secure, and it's pretty simple to use. But this is a pretty inexpensive setup. I think all in, you know, with the scope, with this, I think you're looking at just a little under 400 bucks. Towards the rear of the gun, you've got your power adjustment here, and clockwise, you're going to lower the power, counterclockwise. You're going to raise the power. It's as simple as that. It's got a wide range, as I mentioned. You know, I really like the ease of use. You don't have to screw around with degassing the gun to lower a rag. You don't have to make any hammer adjustments. Everything is easily done here. Now you can raise the rag if you wanted to do so. You could lower the rag if you wanted to do so. But I've never personally found it necessary. I've been shooting the brimstone pellets. These are put out by Numerex. These are 18.67 grains, and they shoot well out of just about every one of my 22 caliber guns. So if you guys have an issue finding the JSBs, I'd recommend, at least giving these a try, see how they shoot. This is the magazine here for the Sidewinder. In 22 caliber, it holds 15 shots, and it's got a little plate on here. This is all titanium construction. Very difficult to manufacture, but they have to be very precise so they function properly out of this gun. A lot of work went into developing this magazine that would be removable, and I like it because you can load pellets, you can load slugs, and it's got the cover plate on here so you're not going to have them slide out of the back. I really like being able to turn this down to 20 foot-pounds. Obviously it's quieter, and the shot cycle is a lot more manageable than it is, up 50, 60 foot-pounds. Having it in semi-auto is really beneficial for a lot of the commercial pest control situations where we got to make quick follow-up shots. Things are not always perfect, especially at night when a lot of things are happening and you're not really in a comfortable situation as far as how you're sitting. Having something that you don't have to cock, that you don't have to take your eye off the target, is really beneficial in those situations. I'm looking forward to tonight. Hopefully we can get a couple rats down, and I have seen them back there. I do have a camera set up. Hopefully we can spot a couple of them moving around. I do have my ding donger, and so if that goes off, I'll bring you guys back. So we're back out here. It's about 8:30. The ding donger went off. I checked my camera. There was a rat that was moving around. I'm looking now. I'm not seeing any activity, but I'm going to give it a few minutes and hopefully he'll come back because there is some food out there that I've left just to kind of keep them in one spot so I can make a shot. Hopefully we can have some luck. I really enjoy backyard pest control, but there's nothing like getting out on a large permission where we're really able to turn the gun up to the higher power levels and make some of those longer range shots. This permission is a good example of that, where we're trying to eliminate as many ground squirrels as we could. And the gun worked really well because we're not always shooting from the same position. It's not always comfortable, and sometimes it's offhand. Really having a quick follow-up shot is helpful in these situations. And the Sidewinder worked well for that. And then in the evening, I was able to turn it down to the 20 foot-pounds and make it a little more safe to use indoors in some of these large buildings that house all these chickens. The farmer had a big problem with skunks, and we were able to get in there and try to eliminate them as quickly and as safely as possible, because I don't want to be using a lot of power. I don't want to be penetrating a backstop or causing any damage to the farm equipment. And so that's where I really think this gun shines. It is, in my opinion, probably one of the ultimate pest control guns that's going to work for kind of an all-around situation. So I really didn't mean this video to come out like it was a review or anything. I've just been using this gun for a while. I've enjoyed it, and I just wanted to show you guys a little more about it and kind of how I've used it in different situations. I was pretty pleased with how the OneLeaf fit onto the Eagle feather scope. I think it worked out pretty well. It seemed to be a pretty good image. I think it works well for closer ranges. I do have a permission that we're going to probably be heading over to that does have some rats, and so I'm hoping to use it for that and be able to bring you guys some content. If you guys are interested in any of the gear that we used, I will leave links in the description. I don't get any kind of a kickback or anything like that. As usual, I'm just kind of showing you guys my own experience, and if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, check it out. We are posting quite a bit on the ham community forum, and so I will leave a link for that if you guys want to jump on board. There's a lot of good guys on there, a lot of really interesting posts you guys can check out if you want. I will leave a link for that. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope to be back to normal pretty soon. I know Marley and I are real anxious to get out in the field and actually do some hunting in some pretty awesome locations and be able to bring you guys some more content. But until next time, I appreciate it, and we'll see you then. If you guys enjoy these videos, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. We put out new videos every week.